Morning, everybody. Okay, we're going to start with a morning flow. Not going to go on for very long today. This is a little bit more intermediate, this style, this level. This is also great to do at lunchtime, especially if you're sat over a desk. Quite nice to have a little bit of movement before you eat your lunch. Okay, let's get started. So we're going to start in a standing position today, making sure the feet are grounded, just gently rocking back and forth on your feet, making sure the feet are nice and flat down into your mat. Maybe even lifting up the heels, rocking down onto the heels, lifting up the toes. And we're just rocking back and forth, finding a bit of stability through the body. We're going to inhale, taking those arms up, looking up to the hands. Exhale down through heart center. And again, inhale, lift. We're going to hold on to that right wrist as we exhale, leaning over to the left hand side. Inhale back up into the center, taking hold of that left wrist. Exhale, leaning over to the right hand side. Inhale, lifting back into the center. We're looking up to the hands. We're going to exhale, taking them wide, coming all the way down into a forwards fold, an Uttanasana. We're going to gently take the hands down, and we're just going to rock the body from left to right, softening the knees if you need to. I'm going to take the hands towards the knees or shins. Inhale, looking halfway. Exhale, back into an Uttanasana, forwards fold. Taking the hands down in front of you. We're going to inhale, rocking forwards onto the tiptoes, lifting up the heels. As we exhale, sinking down onto those heels, lifting the tiptoes. And again, inhale, rocking forwards, lifting up those heels. Exhale, rocking back onto those heels, lifting the toes. We're going to soften the knees. We're going to inhale, coming all the way up into a standing position, nice and slowly. Taking those arms up overhead. Exhale down through heart center. We're going to take the hands behind you this time. We're going to inhale, putting those arms down, drawing the shoulder blades together, looking up to the ceiling. As we exhale, coming back into an Uttanasana, but bringing the hands with you, maybe even shaking the head. We're gently going to rock the arms from left to right. And then from here, we're going to bend your right leg. We're going to take the hands over to the right hand side. I do apologise, no one needs to see this first thing in the morning. Bending that right leg, taking the hands over to the right hand side, and we're looking up to your left shoulder. I'm going to start straightening that right leg, bending into the left, taking the hands over to the left hand side, and we're looking over to that right shoulder. Gently straightening up that left leg, release the hands down into a forwards fold, maybe even shaking out the neck. We're going to soften the knees. We're going to inhale, coming up into a standing position, taking the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale down through heart center, grounding down through that left foot. We're going to inhale, lifting that right leg up. We're going to flex the foot. We're going to exhale, kick that right leg out in front. We're going to inhale, bend. As we exhale, we're going to take it out behind us, keeping the leg bent. Gently bringing that leg back in front, keeping with that right knee lifted. And then taking the right foot to right knee out to the right hand side. Bringing that right knee back into the center. We're going to lift those arms up, sticking with the right leg. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, make sure you've got enough room behind you. We're going to step back into a lunge. So we're on that left leg. Inhale through the nose as we exhale, tilting that body forward. So a nice line of energy all the way down those arms, down the spine, all the way down to that right heel. We're going to inhale, lifting back up into a high lunge. As we exhale, taking the hands behind you, I'm going to work my left foot out to the left-hand side slightly. And I'm actually going to place my right heel down. So I'm going to go into warrior one. Hips are facing forward. Inhale, pulling those arms down, lifting up through the chest. As we exhale, taking that left shoulder down towards that left knee. Bring the arms forward, dropping the head down towards the mat. Inhale, lifting back up into warrior one. As we exhale, we're going to bring the hands down to heart center. We're going to step back forwards onto that left leg, keeping that right leg up again. So step forwards, lifting that right knee back up. Flex that right foot. Inhale through the nose. As we exhale, placing that right foot down. Well done, everyone. Swapping sides this time. So taking the weight now into that right foot, bringing the hands together at heart center. We're going to lift that left knee up. Inhale through the nose. As we exhale, straighten the left leg out in front of you. Inhale, bending the left leg. As we exhale, taking the left knee out to the left-hand side. Inhale through the nose, bringing that left knee into the center. As we exhale, kicking that left leg out behind you. So thinking about dancer's pose, but without that arm going back for the foot. We're going to inhale, bringing that left knee back up in front of us. Lifting up those arms. As we exhale, stepping back into your lunge with that right knee lifted. Inhale through the nose. As we exhale, tilting that body forwards. Nice line of energy down the arms, down the spine, down to that left heel. Inhale, lifting back up. As we exhale, taking the arms down the base of the spine. I'm going to walk my right foot out to the right hand side, taking the left heel down into warrior one. Inhale, putting those arms down, opening up through the chest. Exhale, bringing that right shoulder down towards that right knee, bringing the arms forwards and allowing the head to drop down to the mat. We're going to inhale, lifting back up into warrior one. And then as I exhale, bringing the hands down through heart center, I'm going to bring that left leg back up in front of you, flexing that left foot. Inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, placing that left leg down, shaking those legs. Inhale, taking those arms back up. Exhale, taking those arms wide back into a forwards fold. Take the hands to the knees or shins. Inhale, looking forwards. Exhale, all the way down. Place the hands down. You can either step back or jump back into a plank. Inhale through the nose. As we exhale, hovering the knees down. Inhale, lifting into upward dog. And exhale, making your way into a downward facing dog. Pedaling those legs out. We're lifting up through the tailbone. And we're pushing the head towards those knees. Now finding some stillness in your downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, lifting up onto your tiptoes. And then floating the body forwards into a plank. As you exhale, lifting back up through the tailbone. And then sinking those heels down. Inhale, lifting up onto tiptoes. Floating the body forwards into a plank. Exhale, lifting back up through the tailbone. Sinking those heels down. One more time. Inhale, lifting up onto tiptoes. Floating the body forwards into plank. Exhale, lifting back up through the tailbone. And sinking those heels down and pedaling those legs out one at a time. In your downward facing dog, going to inhale, lifting that right leg up to the ceiling, pushing back to that standing leg. We're going to exhale, bending that leg into split dog. Inhale, straighten the right leg. As we exhale, hugging that right knee in towards the chest. Keep that leg up off the mat. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you. This time as we exhale, placing the right foot down on the outside of your right hand. We're going to keep the left hand down. We're going to inhale, taking that right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, bringing it down. We're going to kick back into a three-legged dog. Inhale with that right leg lifted. As we exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you. As we exhale, right foot on the outside of that right hand again. Placing that left heel down. We're going to inhale, lifting up into warrior two. So we've got that right knee stacked over the right foot. Inhale through the nose. As we exhale, taking that right hand down onto the inner side of the right foot, lifting that left arm up. The option here is to stay up on your right fingertips. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, straightening the right leg as far as you feel comfortable to go. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. One more time. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Bringing this left hand down next to the right. We're going to walk the hands over to that left leg. So we're going to go into your Skandasana, side lunge, bending into that left leg. The option here is to lift the toes on that right foot. And then we're going to place that right foot flat. We're going to kick through this straighten this left leg. We're going to go back into this position. So taking that right hand down, lifting that left arm up. Inhale through the nose as you exhale, placing that left hand down, lifting up off your left heel. And then inhale, taking that right arm up. Exhale, bringing it down, frame the right foot, stepping back into downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, lifting that left leg. As we exhale, bending that left knee into split dog. Inhale, straighten the left leg as we exhale, bringing that left knee in towards the chest. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you as you exhale, bringing the left knee to left elbow. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you, placing the left foot this time on the outside of your left hand. Keeping the right hand down, we're going to inhale, taking that left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, bringing it down. Inhale, kicking it back into a three-legged dog with that left leg lifted. As we exhale, bringing the left knee to right elbow. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you, this time placing the left foot on the outside of your left hand, dropping that right heel down. Inhale, lifting back up into warrior two. Inhale through the nose. As we exhale, cartwheeling those hands down, taking the left hand onto the inner side of your left foot. We're looking up to the right hand. Staying up on your fingertips, inhale through the nose. As we exhale, try and straighten that left leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. And inhale, bend, looking down at that left hand, bringing that right hand down. We're going to go into your Skandasana on the other side. So start straightening that left leg, bending into that right knee this time. So dropping to the other side. The option is to lift that toe. And then pushing back into that position. So placing that left foot flat, bringing the left hand back over to the left foot, taking that right arm up to the ceiling, looking up to the right hand. Inhale through the nose, bringing that right hand down, lifting up off your right heel, and then inhale, lifting that left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, bringing it down. We're going to step back into a plank position. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, drop the knees down. I'm going to go into a tabletop position with those knees. So the knees are stacked underneath those hips. I'm going to walk the hands forwards towards the front of your mat. Now, if you're comfortable to do so, go down onto the forearms, coming down onto the chest. Keep the tailbone lifted. Look forwards if you can. Taking a couple of breaths here. Placing the hands down, we're going to lift back up into a tabletop position. We're going to inhale through the nose, looking forwards, lifting up through the tailbone, really pushing the chest forwards. As you exhale, coming back round, tucking the tailbone under, really pushing those shoulder blades up to the ceiling. Inhale, opening up through the chest. This time as we exhale, taking the chin down towards the chest, but pushing the feet down into the mat. Try and lift those legs up. As we inhale, drop those knees down, looking forwards, opening up back through the chest. Exhale, round one more time, pushing the feet down, lifting those knees up. Inhale, down, tuck those toes under, lifting back up into a downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, we're going to take the legs apart slightly, and we're going to reach for your right foot with that left hand. So bringing that left hand over to the outside of that right foot, and then we're looking underneath that right arm. Bringing that left hand down, swapping sides. So taking now that right hand to the outside of your left knee, we're looking underneath that left arm. Placing that hand back down onto your mat. So we're back in downward facing dog. The option here is to drop down into dolphin if you like. So drop down onto the forearms, keep the head up off the mat. If you want to go a little bit further into this, walk those feet in a little bit closer. The option is to do a three-legged dolphin if you want to. You can even do a three-legged split. Bring the right leg back up, placing the right foot down, lifting the left, and then bending the left knee if you want to. Straightening the left, placing that left foot down. And then we're going to lift back up onto our hands into downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, looking towards the hands. As we exhale, you can either hop, step, or jump through to the hands. And then we're going to come down into a seated position. I'm going to flex those feet, straightening the legs. Inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take those hands behind you, bending those legs. Inhale, we're going to lift up into reverse tabletop. Squeeze the glutes, looking up. Exhale, down. Place the bum down, straightening the legs, flex the feet. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forwards fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take those hands behind you, this time straightening the legs. We're going to lift up into reverse plank. Exhale, coming down. We're going to lift those feet up. Now you can keep the hands where they are if you want to. You can even drop down onto the forearms if you want to work on a little bit of a boat pose variation. If you want to go straight into boat pose, that's absolutely fine. Your Navasana. If you want to make it more challenging, let's straighten the legs. We're going to inhale through the nose as we exhale, rocking back onto the mat. Watch you don't hit your head. Hug the knees back into the chest. And then we're going to lift back up into boat pose. Now this time what I want you to try and do, make sure you don't hit anything. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, we're going to rock back. Now try and take the feet up overhead, so into a plow pose. And then we'll rock back all the way down. Watch the neck. Try and lift back up into your boat pose. Let's try it again. Inhale through the nose as you exhale. Take the hands down, support that. Taking the feet up overhead, watch the neck. And then gently rocking back, lifting back up into boat pose. Well done, everyone. Placing those feet down, taking the hands behind you, fingertips facing towards the body. We're just going to gently rock the knees from left to right. We're going to cross the legs. And we're going to inhale, taking those arms up, looking up to the hands. As we exhale, folding forwards, placing the hands down, taking the elbows wide and allowing the head to drop down to the mat. We're going to inhale, taking the arms back up overhead. As we exhale, taking the right hand to left knee, taking that left hand behind you, twisting, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, facing forwards, lifting those arms back up. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale through the nose, bringing those arms back up. Exhale, bringing them down through heart center. We're going to close down the eyes. We're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. We're going to exhale through the mouth. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. As we exhale, gently bowing forwards to one another. Namaste, everybody. I hope you have a very nice day.